Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whisky Journey. Today I've got another single malt Scotch whisky review for you guys. I'm returning to Islay and trying out this Bruichladdich right here. The bottle on my left is from the Distillery, and this is for my next review, and this is a 17-year-old. Both these bottles I recently got on auction. Okay. Which brings me on to my next point. With the rising costs of whiskey, I'm sure you guys have noticed over the last few years that the prices for official bottlings have just seemed to go up and up and up. I highly recommend that you spend some time on auction sites because you can pick up some real bargains. Maybe not always official bottlings, but independent bottlings definitely. And sometimes you'll find older juice, older spirit, which may be worth picking up. So onto this bottle then. So when I saw this bottle I was intrigued. This is a 12-year-old private cask. Looked it up on Whiskey Base and there's no real reviews. I couldn't see any reviews on it at all from other people. And I took a punt. Basically, as I said, 12 years of age. It says here, private cask bottling, aged in a fresh full oak bourbon barrel. And I love Bruichladdich just on its natural presentation in a bourbon barrel. I've always enjoyed that sort of profile. It says here, bottled at its peak, harnessing the purity of the spirit. Distilled in October 2009, this unpeated whiskey has matured in oak for 12 years, resulting in a beautifully soft floral finish with delightful malty overtones. Aged 12 years at the Bruichladdich Distillery in cask number 3624. Bottled at 55% ABV. It doesn't say if it's natural coloured or non-chill filtered, but I assume it is. You can see by the colour, quite pale looking, natural. Doesn't look like any colouring has been added to me. So I placed a bid on this one and I won it, and it was only £55. Now £55 for a 12-year-old Bruichladdich bottled at 55% ABV with this sort of presentation. I mean, you can't get Bruichladdich for that sort of price, especially at that sort of ABV. So I cracked it open and I've had a few tastes already, and I think I'm ready to give you my thoughts on it. Okay, so as usual guys, I'll just go straight onto the tasting notes and see what we get with this 12-year-old Bruichladdich. Okay. Right, so on the nose, let's see what we get. Apples. Baked apples is the very first note that I get. Vanilla, definitely. Citrus. Oranges. So you get that sort of sweetness from the apples mingling with the citrus of the orange. There's a beautiful maltiness to this, lovely maltiness, and that's what I like from Bruichladdich, especially in a bourbon barrel, is that strong malty character. There's a cereal type note. And there's a bit of that floral sort of nature as well. It's very, very organic almost. That sort of, there's a farminess as well to this. There's some earthiness as well, definitely. A little bit of slight sort of manure, farmy sort of smell to it. There's a little bit of sawdusty oak there too, but not dominant as either, to be honest. It's just there in the mix. So it really is just a classic Bruichladdich in a bourbon barrel, in my opinion. There's not much alcohol presence there. All nicely balanced. Just lovely, guys. Leads the way with apples and citrus. You get maltiness, cereal notes, and a bit of sawdusty oak, and that floral sort of nature as well. Lovely, lovely nose, guys. Okay. Excuse me. So let's just see what we get on the palate. Okay. Creamy vanilla custard in the finish. Saltiness as well. Apples. That's just lovely, guys. So on the palate initially, it's nice and thick, oily, coats the whole of the mouth, greeted with those green apples, and then with that hint of citrus as well. So apples, oranges, a little bit of sweet and sour going on, and then beautiful malted barley notes, strong malted barley notes, bit of digestive biscuit almost as well, which leads into the finish. There's some oak presence there, a bit of oak, salty, definitely. This is fresh, crisp. At 12 years of age, it's still in that sort of, it's not quite matured, so to speak. So there is a bit of youthfulness there, but it's just lovely. As I've said before, I love Bruichladdich in a bourbon barrel. Nothing to hide, no strange cask or weird casks or anything like that. Just a very beautiful spirit. That cereal note continues as well. That sort of digestive biscuit. Lots of vanilla custard as well. No real bitterness either, to be honest. That's quite a nice sweet dram. Okay, so I've just added a few drops of water there, as you could see, just to see if the profile changes at all. So on the nose. Yeah, it hasn't changed too much, guys. It's just got loads and loads of baked apple, oranges, as I've said already, loads of malted barley. If you're looking for a malted barley forward dram, this one is it. And it's it's exactly what I expect from a Bruichladdich, that maltiness, farmy, earthy, freshly cut grass, and a bit of oak. All right, let's just try on the palate then again, shall we? That finish is lovely. Malted barley, salt, a little bit of maritime influence as well, definitely. But that sort of, those beautiful apples and oranges, that sort of sweet and sour, a bit of lime as well. I'm definitely picking up now with a bit of water, a bit of sharpness on the tongue, vanilla forward, a little bit of oak. No real bitterness, as I've said already. Remains beautifully sweet, but has that bit of sawdusty oak as well. It's just a fabulous bottle, guys. It really, really is. And in my opinion, one of the bargain malts that I've had this year. I don't think I've had much it cost me £55. I'm enjoying as much as this one. It's just a really good example of Bruichladdich in a bourbon barrel. If that's your thing, if you enjoy that sort of profile or this sort of profile, multi-forward, loads of apples with vanilla and a bit of oak. Not the most complex of drams in my opinion, guys, but that doesn't really matter because this is exactly what I'm looking for in a bourbon forward Bruichladdich, especially at that sort of age. As I said, it crosses the line. It's not quite matured in that. I mean, a few more years you might have an extra layer of maturity, but at 12 years old, it's kind of, is some maturity there, but it's still quite young. But the taste is just incredible. Really, really great bottle, guys. And as I said before, right at the beginning of my review, spend some time on auction sites. As I said, whiskey is becoming expensive, and we need to look at alternatives. And the auction sites, if you're patient, you'll find bargains like this one. As I said, £55. Can't get that anywhere for that sort of price, especially Bruichladdich at that sort of age and at that sort of strength. Okay, so a fabulous bottle, guys, and I hope you enjoyed my review. That just about wraps up my thoughts on this one. Okay, as I said, my next one will be for review will be this Jura 17-year-old, and I'm really, really looking forward to telling you about it. Okay guys, so yeah, if you enjoy my content, then please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. It's always appreciated. But as usual, folks, not much else to say except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again soon. Take care. Cheers.